Good morning. It's Monday. I woke up at 5 a.m. I'm gonna make breakfast. I'm gonna have my usual 4-point breakfast, egg whites. I think I'm gonna have some Canadian bacon this morning. I don't know why it's Canadian. If anybody out there is from Canada, explain to me like what specifically is Canadian about Canadian bacon. Decided to go with half of an avocado for 7 points, a cup of egg whites for 1 point. My coffee is 0 points. I've got half of a cup of almond milk and, you know, my stevia that I can't live without. You guys, I am in a terrible mood this morning. I put on some essential oil called Cheer because I am in a terrible mood. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I think it's because I woke up so early. Anyway, I hope you all are in a better mood than I am today. I need like a attitude intervention or something. I'm trying to take the stairs, but I'm not getting very many steps in today. So someone needs dish soap on the first floor, so I offered to take it down there. So I have a cup full so I can get my steps. The things we will do to get our steps. Okay, going back up. I am really out of shape. I'm going back down. I'm just not a fan of Mondays, but it'll be all right. Tomorrow's Tuesday. It's gonna be okay. I can go down. I gotta go back up. Okie dokie. Lunch is 6 ounces of cod from Costco. This is the lemon pepper cod, and it's 2 points. Broccoli for 0. I have a cup of cottage cheese for 4 points, so that's 6 points. And I have 4 tablespoons of PB2 for 2 points, so that's 8 points, and a banana. And my beloved Zevia. Going to go eat this and get back to work. Monday. More coffee, please. Hey everybody. I'm done with work for the day, so that's fabulous, and I had a great day. Not going to make it to 10,000 steps, although I did try. I got to 7,000. I had to be a little bit creative and do some stairs and, you know, do some extra walking around to get there. Thankfully, I don't have a completely sedentary job, but I mean, I do have a desk, so even though I do a lot of other things, I do have a desk. So I do have to make an effort, especially when we have a slower day, to get my steps in. But today, of course, the topic for everyone in the office was what we're all doing for Thanksgiving. And I also was watching The Skinny, which is an awesome channel here on YouTube. It has some twins that one of them is really close to Lifetime and one of them has lost a significant amount of weight on Weight Watchers. And they just have great, I think they do like weekly posts that are very informative and inspirational. And they were talking about how the Thanksgiving post is their favorite post of the year, or I'm sorry, meeting of the year. The Thanksgiving meeting is their favorite. They love the planning, the pre-planning. And they were talking about how You know, they've already pre-planned their meal. And I've seen a couple other YouTubers talk about how there's 3 categories. People that are going to stay on program, people that are going to go off program completely, and then, well, I don't know what the other category is. There's 3 of them. I'm sure you all know. But I've forgotten. Because I guess in my head, my 2 options are I'm either going to stay on program or I'm going to go completely off. Or maybe the other one is just moderation. I don't know. So my office consists of a lot of people that would really benefit from being on Weight Watchers or some other plan. And I love my coworkers, but we do all have sort of weight problems. We have really stressful lives. And I can honestly say that right now I'm the only person amongst the nurses and technicians sorry, that's working towards weight loss. There are a couple of the physicians that are, one of them is doing Beachbody. One of them was doing Weight Watchers and lost a significant amount of weight, and then now she's pregnant. So, and then I think one of the other doctors is talking about starting Weight Watchers, but for the most part, the main environment is not very supportive. And we were talking about what we were going to be making for Thursday. Okay, hold on. I have to go cough. Anyway, sorry. I still have a terrible cough, and I don't want to subject you all to watching me do that. So we were all talking about what we were going to be making for Thanksgiving. And they were like, oh, Amy, what are you going to be making? And so I just flat out told them, which normally I'm like, oh, I don't know. And I kind of changed the subject. And I said, you know, I'm going to be making crustless pumpkin pie, and I'm going to be making homemade cranberry sauce with stevia and gluten-free. Basically, I sound like a crazy person. In our society and culture, you know, Thanksgiving is really a day to just go for it. But I just don't feel well mentally, physically. It's just not worth it to me. And that's okay. And that can be my decision. And I think you can do whatever you want to do. Like, I think it works as long as you have a plan. So if you're going to have an off the rails day and just go for it, it's not really off the rails if you plan to do this. But if you're just going to go for it and enjoy it. If you're going to stay on plan, have a good plan and go for it. Oh, I know the 3 categories were you plan to gain weight, you plan to maintain weight, or you plan to lose weight. So basically everyone sort of falls into those 3 categories for Weight Watchers. And this was taken from another YouTuber's video on the subject. So this is not my own material or thinking. So that really resonated with me. Like, which category am I going to choose? You know, am I going to be the person who accepts a gain this week? Am I going to be a person who wants a loss? Am I going to be a person who's okay with maintaining? And honestly, I feel like I would really like to lose this week. And if I maintain, that's okay. But I do not want to gain. You know, I just don't want to gain. I'm just not going to kind of let go on Thursday. Mostly because psychologically and physically, I just know myself, and I just don't want to do that. So, I don't have any judgment call about what anyone else is doing. Like, you know, I am concerned at work because I work with several diabetics and people that are always eating just sort of crap against medical advice, you know what I mean? So as a nurse, I'm concerned. But my primary concern lies with my own actions, and I cannot change anyone else's actions. So now, what that looks like for me on Thursday is, it's not so much even that I'm going to be tempted by the food, it's just that it's such a food-centric holiday. Everything revolves around the food. And you would think everything would revolve around being thankful, but it really has become very food-centric. So for myself, I want to be able to reframe my thinking and not focus so much on the food, but focus on, you know, being thankful to have a family and friends to celebrate with. Being thankful that I'm at that point in my life where I have these people surrounding me. There are a lot of people that do not have that. There are a lot of people who do not have the types or quantities of food that we have to be able to enjoy this day. And, you know, I just don't want the focus to be on, oh, I have to stay on Weight Watchers or I failed, or, oh, you know, whatever. So I have planned to make some things that I can eat that are plate friendly, but I want to be able to get my face out of the food and like really look at the people around me and be very present. Be very present for the moment, and the fact that I have my boys with me, I have my husband with me, we have some great people in our church that we're going to be around, you know, and that I'm just in a very good place in my life, and I'm so thankful to God for all of those things. So I hope I can get my head out of the plate, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to plan. So that's kind of my thinking on that. I have, last time we went and got a few things for preparation, so I have some things I have to cook, and I'll be doing that on Wednesday. And then going to the monastery, they're in, you know, they're keeping the fast, and so they will not be having any meat. I don't think they'll be having any dairy unless they get a blessing to do that. So they may have some dairy there, but I'm going to take my crustless pumpkin pie and let them know that it does have dairy in it. And then I was thinking of maybe making like a 7-layer salad and taking that, and so I could have, you know, some salad and whatever. Then I'm planning on also having breakfast. So I'll have my usual protein-filled breakfast of egg whites. I will be having my coffee. For lunch, I'm definitely going to have a large serving of turkey. And then I'll be having my gluten-free, I'm going to have one helping of gluten-free stuffing, some of my cranberry sauce that I'm making, and then I would like to have some green bean casserole, and that is not something I normally eat, but I'm going to, you know, have some of mine and count it. I think half a cup is 5 Smartpoints, so I am going to, that's sort of my splurge. And then crustless pumpkin pie, and I think that's really, oh, and then some sweet potatoes. So I've got to sit down and map out how many points that will be, so I can plan the rest of my day accordingly. And then, you know, just I want to have some weeklies left over, because I think we're going to be eating out quite a lot Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of thing. But anyway, that's kind of my thought processes right now, what I was thinking about today while we were talking so much about the food. And I got a lot of water in today with lemon. I don't know what the scale is going to say tonight, but I had a great week. I had a blue dot week. I had 20 weeklies left over. I got my steps in on, you know, sort of on, I didn't get 10,000 steps, but I made, you know, really great improvements and stuff. And so if I don't lose this week, it's fine, and next week I will. before. The following week I will. I'm really trying to settle down into Weight Watchers. Like, just settle into the program, and that this is not about rapid weight loss, that this is about consistent habits and all of that good stuff. I realized too today that I was telling you all points that I was eating, they were all completely wrong. So they actually were a little bit lower, like the half of an avocado. I looked up half of a Haas avocado, and it was 4 points. And then my cottage cheese was 3 points. So anyway, I'll insert a picture of where I'm at so far. And then I believe it was Melissa, one of my subscribers, was saying on a previous video that maybe it was the ice cream that had broken me out, because you know I love my Arctic ice cream, and I haven't really had any trouble with that in the past, but I think that was probably a good point. I believe last week I only had 1 pint of that, but maybe I had 2. But tonight, that's sort of my thing that I'm gonna do on Monday nights, is eat dinner and then have the Arctic ice. I feel like it's, you know, I don't know that it's a reward, but it's sort of celebratory, like, oh, I went to my meeting, and this is sort of one of the more fun things that I like to eat. So I think I am going to have that tonight. I really think my rosacea, I was talking to a couple of the physicians, is hormonal, and then maybe related to the extra starches that I had this last week. And plus, I wonder, because I clean my diet up a lot and I'm drinking a lot of water, if I'm sort of flushing some toxins out of my system. So that's very possible. I don't know. The sulfur soap seems to be calming things down a little bit. I don't know if you guys have ever used that, but it's great for any kind of skin rashes or skin irritation. You can just get it on Amazon. So my boys have used it when they have really bad acne breakouts, and it doesn't smell the best, but it, you know, you just use it in the shower and you rub it on and let it dry, and it really seems to calm things down. So I'm going to be using that. Okay, but anyway, next up is weigh-in. I don't know that I'm going to show you guys dinner tonight. I think I'm just going to do weigh-in and 5 points start over. I still have 22 points or something like that for the rest of the day. So I'm going to have my Arctic ice, and then I don't even know what for dinner. Probably some of those sausages. I don't know. But I'm hoping for another blue dot today, and tomorrow I'll show you guys what I'm eating. Yeah. So I will see you at weigh-in. Okay, everybody. I am actually in line right now at Chick-fil-A. I've decided to get myself a Cobb salad. I have 21 points left for today, so I'm going to get myself the Cobb salad, and I'm going to have the Skinny Girl honey mustard dressing on it, because that's what I'm really wanting. And then I'm going to also stop and get my ice cream and have a large diet lemonade. So I'm going to go into my weeklies just a little bit. This Cobb salad, like I said, is 12 points. I believe the diet lemonade is 1 or 2 points. And then the ice cream is going to be 14. So I think I'm going to go into my weeklies by, like, I don't even know, 6 or 7. So I had my meeting. It was an awesome meeting. It was so funny because we were talking about gratitude, which is what I just went off about when I was blabbing to you guys. So I got my 4-week charm holder, and I am down 0.8 this week. So that is my 4-week total of 9.6, I think. 9.6. I'm 0.4 from my 10 pounds, and I'm like 3 pounds, something like that, from my 5%. So I'm hoping to make my 10 pounds at my next meeting, and we'll see when I make my 10%, but I'm so glad I went to my meeting. I got on the scale before I went, and I wasn't sure if I actually lost anything, because you know how scales are different. And plus I already told you guys I'm having like some hormonal stuff happening with the breakout and everything. So I just wasn't sure, and I'm really excited that I lost 0.8. I mean, I just think that that's a great loss. And you know, I had all blue dots last week, lots of water, so even with the hormones, it ended up being great. So that's my little story for the evening, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. I hope you had a great on point day. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and all of your supportive comments, and just being so great out there. I think this is going to be just a fun journey to do it on YouTube. I have a long ways to go, so stick with me and we'll get there together, okay?